Hi everyone, it's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. I don't think I'm ever gonna escape the dogs greeting you when I start a video. I'm sorry, I apologize. I should put a warning on the videos. Anyway, oh man, all week, last week, after Wednesday, and then this week so far, we've been doing the Cricut Joy, which, you know, that was so exciting. However, I haven't been doing all the Cricut Joy stuff in my kitchen. And I sort of have neglected my craft studio, and what I forgot was I had cut out a bunch of pop-up cards to show you. So I wanted to show you them this morning. This one here, and I cut them out mostly for Valentine's Day, but I think they could go with anything. I don't think any of them say specifically Valentine's Day. This one says, "Love is a crazy ride," and it's a roller coaster, and up here you get the little roller coaster carts with the hearts and everything. These are all of these are pop-up cards, and they're all in Cricut Design Space. I am going to give you the file. They are free for Cricut Access customers. So we have this one, and then we have a dog one. And then we have an I love you one. So I wanted to just kind of talk to you about this, how this works. And of course, I start in here, and in addition to the dogs barking, now the trash men are coming by, so it's going to be a little loud. Oh, my life, it's crazy. Okay, so here's the deal with pop-up cards. They basically are two pieces. They have the back piece, which in this case I made it a patterned piece, and then they have the front piece. That's the part that does the moving, okay? And the way that they're cut and scored is so that the piece in the middle will pop up when you open the card. See? But it's still able to fold flat, so you can mail it and put it in an envelope. Most pop-up cards don't have anything on the front of the card, because I think the assumption is that you're going to open it up and leave it open on display. So you can always go and put something there if you like. I've done that before with some other cards that are pop-up, because I like to decorate. I like to decorate my cards. So, but anyway, so what happens is you're going to put these through your machine. This is just a plain cutout. And then this one here, you're going to have to use your scoring stylus or your scoring wheel. The difference being the scoring wheel is only for the Maker machine, and the scoring stylus is for the Explorer. You can use the stylus in the Maker. It just requires you to edit the tools. So if you don't want to take the scoring wheel out and put it back in again, that's, you know, you can do that. That's not a problem. So, okay. So then once you cut these out, you're going to have to very carefully look for those scoring lines and fold them so that they will achieve this kind of look of popping out. Now, it takes a little bit of practice, and I am always kind of opening and closing them to check and see if it's going to work before I adhere it to the card, right? But these are pretty basic, because you just need to put the glue on the part of the back of the card that's going to not move from the front, okay? I usually do the top part first. So I put some glue, and I line up right here. See, I line up, there we go. I line up the score, and then line it up on the top, right? Can press down a little bit. I'm using glue, liquid glue. You can use any liquid glue. I use the kind from Art Glitter Glue. but I like it because it dries clear. So okay, so once you get that front piece up, then you can glue the bottom. And you want to make sure that you've got these side parts, because otherwise that pop-up's just not going to work right. It will lift. Okay, so let me just show you. I like to glue on a flat surface. All right, and then you're going to just kind of arrange and make sure that it's going to fold and open and it's pop up. Okay, it's pretty basic. This one says I love you, and then it says with all my heart, with a little heart there. So it's a pretty basic technique, and it can get a little bit overwhelming, so don't let it get overwhelming. Okay, let me show you that same one again, but this time I can show you where the scores are. Okay, so all right, you can see there's a score here that's at the middle, right? That's the middle. That's where these two, the top and the bottom are going to hit the card and fold. All right, and then there's a score here, 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 and then here. So what I do is, even though it's scored, you still have to kind of crease it. So I try to like pinch the paper, right? And you may fold it in what's called a mountain fold and then find out later it needs to go valley. The only difference between a mountain and a valley is the direction that the fold goes in. So a mountain looks like a mountain, you know, it's shaped like this, and a valley is shaped like a V. So first I go and fold. Sorry if this is a little bit off camera. I just want to do it on my, so you might have to, you know, if you made it a mountain, you might have to make it a valley. Sometimes that happens, and that's okay, because that's a great thing about scoring. You can score, oh, and this one goes this way. Here we go. Okay, so there is the scoring that's done. So see, it goes, I'll put it on the side. So in this case, it's a valley fold, and then it goes sort of straight, and then it goes valley, mountain, like that. That's what I mean by valley in mountain. And then we just put the glue on there. All right. And that's that. The glue on. Make sure you match up the seam, the actual score where the card is going to fold, and then you glue it there. Let me show you this dog one, because it's slightly different, because it has these tabs here. So it's the same thing. It's got, you know, this one piece that's got the main score on it, and then it's this piece. And let me just show you if I can. So it scores for the main fold right here, right? So if it's helpful to you, you could actually glue it at that point, you know, so that way you kind of get a feel for how the card's going to go. You could glue it like that. But then what happens is the dog and the hydrant come out, all right? So they both come out. And then they have these tabs, two folds here, okay? So when you're going to affix it, you would do the top, just like we did the other one, and we do the bottom. But then once you have that glue in place, then you're going to fold it like this to kind of get for placement. I hope that's in, to get it in there for placement, and then you'll know where you have to put the glue on the back of this tab, right? Put that tab, glue that tab. I'm kind of cutting corners, and you know, I cut corners because I don't want to take so much of your time, you know, but you do it much more patiently than I do. Okay, so pretend like it's all glued there, and then you've got your tabs sort of glued. And the way that I do it is I fold the card all together like this because I want it to close, you know. Fold the card all together and then see where it's not going to be sticking right away. You might have to reposition it, but you at least can see where it's going to stick. So there you go. Right. And you know, while the glue is still wet, you can keep opening and closing it. Okay. And obviously you're going to glue it better than that. I love this card. I give it a lot to people who have lost their dogs. It's just a really nice card, and I like it in the brown and the blue, but sometimes I've put like pattern paper that's got clouds there too. Okay, and so for this one, it's the same technique. There is a tab here, and then there's a tab that connects both the back piece to the actual page, and then the front piece to the middle piece, you see? So it's the same kind of thing. You have to fold, it's the back and the front. Make sure that you're folding. Quiet, please. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Nope. Sorry, picking the wrong time to do this. And then here's Benji coming up, wanting me to play, and they're gonna want to start playing. So I'm gonna finish up here real quick, so that way you don't have to hear them barking, barking, barking. Oh, that's the thing about corgis. Everybody loves them, but they don't like all the barking. And you know, if the corgi gonna bark, that's just how they are. They're gonna bark, and I apologize. It's just kind of who they are. Okay, so then we do this with the tab, and we do the same sort of thing. Oh, forgot to fold this. So there you go. So those are 3 very fun, but simple pop-up cards. You've got this cute one, I'm always there for you. This Love is a Crazy Ride with the roller coaster. And then this one here, the I Love You with All My Heart. And again, I'm going to put the Design Space file, which is free to Cricut Access customers. It's also free if you're not an Access customer and you just want to look at how it's made, you can do that. It only charges you when you go to cut it, and it's a one-time cost. So if you don't want to be an Access subscriber, but you want one particular card, then you can just pay by the card or the project. Okay? All right, so that's it for today. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Rita, and this is my channel, Miss Rita to the Rescue. Thank you for coming by. I'll be back in a bit to talk a little bit more about the Cricut Joy, because I'm so excited about that. But wanted to I hate when I cut stuff and I don't follow through and glue it all together. So I wanted to follow through and show you these lovely pop-up cards that I cut on my Cricut Maker. Thanks for coming today. Have a great day.